Good morning, our amazing third graders. It is Tuesday, March 31st, and we are going to look at our math lesson on page 450, 451 in your hard math books. We're on lesson 21.2, and today is a continuation of yesterday's lesson. It's multiply a 3-digit number by a 1-digit number. That's our objective for today. We're going to go ahead and learn by example. To multiply a 3-digit number, multiply the ones, then the tens, and then the hundreds. This is what we talked about yesterday, making sure you're going from right to left. A museum has 3 displays of insects. Each display has 126 insects. How many insects are displayed? So we're going to go ahead and work this problem together. We're going to go ahead and put 126 times 3. We're going to say 3 times 6 is 18. We're going to make sure we put our 8 in the ones place and carry our 1 to the tens. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. And then 3 times 1 is 3. The next step for today that they want us to do is see if our answer is reasonable with estimating. So we're going to go ahead and estimate. Is 100 closer to 100 or 200? Well, if you remember the way you determine that, so you look in the hundreds place, you look next door. Is it 5 or higher or lower? It's lower. So we're going to estimate this to 100 times the 3, and you get 300. So is the answer reasonable? Yes, it's reasonable. We're going to go ahead and do a few more like this. Go ahead, and if you haven't gotten out your homework packet yet, go ahead and turn to that page. You should be on lesson 21.2. We'll go ahead and erase all this. And we're going to do a couple problems from your homework together. How many of you missed the pen? All right. The first problem we're going to look at together is number 1. It's 311 times 3. So if you don't have a piece of scratch paper, get out a piece of scratch paper if you have enough room on your worksheet, because don't forget, we do want you showing your work. Go ahead and do the problem with me. We have 311 times 3. We look at the ones place first. So 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 1 again is 3. And then 3 times 3 is 9. So we're going to go ahead and estimate this and see if our problem is reasonable. We look at 311. Is 311 closer to 300 or 400? Look at the hundreds place. Look next door. Is it 5 or higher? It is not. So we would estimate down to 300 times 3. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. And 3 times 3 is 9. Is our answer reasonable? Yes, it is. You don't have to do both problems. You don't have to do the problem and the estimate. It's your worksheet. We would rather you actually show your work than the estimate. But if you want to challenge yourself, what we want you to do is work the problem and then work the estimate problem right next to it, even though it doesn't have a space for it. If you're not completely comfortable yet doing the math, then we really want you to focus on doing your multiplication, your 3-digit by 1-digit. So we're going to go ahead and do one more problem together, and then I'm going to have you do the rest by yourself. Let me go ahead and erase this. All right, we're going to go ahead and look at let's look at number 8 together. Number 8 is 162 times 4. So we have our problem, 162 times 4. Always starting from right to left. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 6 is 24. So you're going to put your 4 in the tens. Drag your 2 on over to the hundreds. 4 times 1 is 4, plus the 2 that you carried over. Don't forget those. And you have 648. Looking at this number now, we're going to have to estimate, round it again. Look at the hundreds digit. We look next door. Is it 5 or higher? This time, yes, it is. So you're rounding up to 200. So you're going to say 200 times 4. And this time you'd get 800. 4 times 0 is 0, 4 times 0 is 0, and 4 times 2 is 8. All right, guys, go ahead and complete this assignment. Your word problem's on the back as well. When you're done with it, you can go ahead and send it to your teachers. Love you guys. See you later.